For anyone questioning the Caitlin Clark effect, we now have people wanting to watch golf because of her. We saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlin to play in the Big Three. That is $5 million to play 3 months.
Basketball sensation Caitlin Clark, who is making less than the price of a good SUV in her first season on the court, drops a bombshell after earning $10 million off the court.
She has
transformed her meager salary into a PR goldmine. Caitlin cashes 6-figure checks only to show up and talk while others are sweating over their 9-to-5 grind.
Higher than the NBA. So I was like, oh, what's she going to get paid? Because finally, you know, you can get a real paycheck. And then I saw it and I was like, this can't be right. Because this is what it is. In the first year, Caitlin Clark will earn $76,535.
And here's the thing.
While the WNBA throws her peanuts, some brands are ready to pay more than the cost of a house and travel across the nation simply to have her perform. She has been transformed by Caitlin Clark from a court appearance into a financial empire, amassing $10 million in the process. Indeed, the rookie that everyone pitted has more zeros in her bank account than some of the more seasoned NBA players.
And I'm so happy for her to get the $28 million.
But hold on, there's more. While the WNBA stands on the sidelines, scratching its head visibility, platform, and influence, Caitlin Clark is not only making money, but also rewriting the rules of sports marketing. She has it all, and she is using it all to outmaneuver her competitors and critics. Buckle up, because Caitlin Clark just changed the game, and not everyone is happy about it.
The reality is that as far from a marketing perspective, Caitlin Clark is worth more than almost any pro basketball player in the world.
Her ability to reverse the narrative and view the NBA as a launchpad rather than the ultimate destination is what makes her so brilliant. It's a calculated trade-off for the exposure the league offers. Her every action is watched by millions of people, and those eyes are worth far more than a game day check. Power of brands. While some people are working at 9-to-5 jobs, Caitlin Clark is charging $100,000 for a half-hour virtual appearance in person, which doubles or even triples that she has made at least $600,000 this year just for showing up and talking. That's not work. That's money printing. So, why wouldn't brands pay her? The real money isn't in the rebounds or the three-pointers, but rather in what she represents. And companies big and small are lining up to associate their names with hers. People buy into her, not just listen to her.
Caitlin Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million viewers.
Additionally, she has endorsement relationships with Nike that are in a class by themselves. The major players in the game, including Wilson State Farm, have all put their best foot forward. According to reports, Nike signed her for millions of dollars without even requiring a pitch. Nobody needs to be persuaded of Caitlin Clark's value because her name is so well known. In fact, State Farm most likely spent a lot of money on advertising just to have her in one of those oddball ads. Wilson, the renowned basketball company, essentially issued her a blank check. Every transaction solidifies her status as a player and an international celebrity. Even more amazing is her capacity to decline offers. When a brand new unmatched women's basketball league offered her a $1 million salary and equity, she didn't even bat an eye. Most people would have signed right away, but Clark chose to play chess instead. Although checkers unmatched may provide a quick windfall, the WNBA offers her something far more significant in the form of respectability, and her decision to stay is a brilliant move. A calculated gamble that is already paying off handsomely.
Some estimates have said that the league is going to lose about $50 million. Is there a scenario that you will try to raise more money right now?
Probably not. We probably don't need to raise capital like we did back when I came in.
Additionally, her social media presence is a beast unto itself. Millions of people follow her everywhere she goes, and every post is an opportunity to make money. She is more proficient than most influencers at sponsored content affiliate marketing. Caitlin Clark's genius lies in the fact that she is not only making use of her audience, but also converting each like, comment, and share into a source of income. The amazing thing about all of this is that Caitlin Clark is only just beginning her career. She has hardly begun to realize her full potential, but she is already redefining what it means to be a modern athlete. Her story is about more than just basketball. It is about vision, strategy, and an unwavering will to succeed. She is more concerned with the wider picture than others are with the game.
When we look at player salaries, people wonder, why are NBA player salaries 100 times higher than WNBA salaries? Because the TV money was 100 times higher in the NBA than it was in the WNBA.
In the realm of marketing and branding, as well as on the basketball court, Caitlin Clark has swiftly established herself as a household name. At just 22 years old, she is more than simply an athlete. She is a walking, talking money machine. With her speaking appearances alone being a spectacle, firms are paying $100,000 for Caitlin Clark to speak for 30 minutes, which is equivalent to 6 figures.
Clark has
unlocked the code to monetize her notoriety in ways that most seasoned pros can only imagine. No matter how many marketing teams they employ, brands are unable to match the type of impact she has when she's around. It's not just about what she says. It's also about the ripple effect her presence causes with the room she's in, bursting on social media and news sites running with it the following day.
Magic moment, if you recall, from 1979 when those two rookies came in from a big college rivalry, one white, one black. And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence.
In the realm of marketing and branding, as well as on the basketball court, Caitlin Clark has swiftly established herself as a household name. At just 22 years old, she is more than simply an athlete. She is a walking, talking money machine. With her speaking appearances alone being a spectacle, firms are paying $100,000 for Caitlin Clark to speak for 30 minutes, which is equivalent to 6 figures. Clark has unlocked the code to monetize her notoriety in ways that most seasoned pros can only imagine. No matter how many marketing teams they employ, brands are unable to match the type of impact she has when she's around. It's not just about what she says. It's also about the ripple effect her presence causes with the room she's in, bursting on social media and news sites running with it the following day.
Like, whatever really happens with Caitlin Clark, I would say her big thing is to be ready for the WNBA season. And people are like, why? She's only making $70,000 in the WNBA. What is the point of her worrying about that league rather than trying to push for other leagues and other ways to make more money?
They're sitting on, but the real deal breaker is that she signed an 8-year, $28 million Nike contract for a rookie, which is unprecedented. But wait, here's the twist. That agreement might possibly be disappointing. Yes, $28 million seems like a lot, but upon closer inspection, it becomes evident that she could have purchased a signature shoe to complete the set. There is a clear flaw in the arrangement because Nike hasn't released one yet. The big money is in signature shoes, such as those made by Air Jordan or Stephen Curry, whose lines have helped build multi-billion-dollar empires. Even though Clark's deal appears to be huge, it may not be as big as what she's leaving behind without that signature shoe. Every fan in awe of her skill, and every child who idolizes her would purchase a pair. But Nike hasn't taken advantage of this, which is perplexing. No advertisements, no products, no commercials, and most importantly, no signature kicks. They seem to be unwilling to dig even though a gold mine.
And it has also been reported that Unrivaled 3-on-3 League offered Caitlin Clark significant equity in the league and a salary that is over $1 million. So this is the first time that we've heard of any money being thrown at her. We've heard that it would be a major deal. It would be a similar setup as to what...
If this Clark were to appear on the floor during the WNBA playoffs sporting her brand new trademark footwear, the fans would go crazy. Every basketball fan, young and old, would want a piece of Caitlin Clark's magic if the shoes were put up for sale right after the game ended. However, Nike seems to be dragging its feet, and Clark's deal is impressive as it is. Experts agree that she's worth more than many seasoned pros when it comes to marketability. Her popularity isn't just national, it's global, and every game she plays draws millions of eyes. the kind of attention that brands typically throw billions at to secure.
So a lot of people are saying, oh, why is Caitlin Clark like, she should play in Unrivaled, she's making like $1 million. She should play in X, Y, and Z league, she should make some money doing that, or, you know, Caitlin Clark can do X, Y.
The depressing truth. Nike runs a greater danger of losing momentum the longer they wait. With Clark's star power at an all-time high, every day that passes without him wearing a signature shoe is a lost chance. The WNBA playoffs are the ideal time to introduce her brand, but Nike will be losing out on revenue and publicity if they don't move quickly. Clark's ascension isn't simply due to her talent. It's also because she's changed the rules for athlete branding, established a multi-million-dollar empire, and realized her full potential with the right moves. The game isn't just on the court for Caitlin Clark. She's also playing and winning in the business world. Although Nike may be slow to catch up, the rest of the sports marketing industry is keeping an eye on her every move and taking notes on how she's changing the rules. For example, she could become a billion-dollar brand by finally releasing that signature shoe. There's no doubt that Clark's upcoming play will be a game share. Caitlin Clark's ascent serves as a lesson in long-term planning. She isn't interested in short-term gains or transient fame. Instead, she is creating something that will endure well beyond her playing career. And best of all, she is doing it on her terms. Whether she is giving advice to the port or letting jaws off it, it is obvious that Caitlin Clark is unstoppable.